Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader ecosystem event, How to Navigate Choppy Markets. My name is Thomas and I'm a platform representative here at NinjaTrader. Now, before we start the webinar, I have a few housekeeping notes. Now, at the bottom of your Zoom window, you'll see a chat icon. Clicking on that icon will open up the chat window where you can ask questions during today's session. If you can hear my voice and see the projection on your screen, please enter the Y into that chat window now. All right, well, it looks like I'm coming in loud and clear. Now, this webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is a technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to the NinjaTrader brokerage team using the phone number or email on the screen. And if you are new to NinjaTrader, please make sure you sign up for a free NinjaTrader account, which includes access to 14 days of complimentary real-time market data. Our platform is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. You can create your free account by following the link on the screen and then clicking Get Started under the Welcome section. And before I turn over the mic to Tyler, it is important to understand that futures, foreign currency, and options trading contain substantial risk and is not suitable for every investor. It is possible to lose all or more than one's initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. For more information or for a full copy of the CFTC full risk disclosure, please visit this link. And please remember that these training sessions are not a solicitation or recommendation, but simply educational in nature. Now, thank you again for joining us today. And without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome Tyler into the NinjaTrader webinar room.
First, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Excited to have everybody here. My name is Tyler Moore. I'm the founder and CEO of Ninja Code Solutions based in Orlando, Florida. So before we get going, I'd just like to say if anybody has any questions, go ahead, feel free to type them in. I'll try to answer them as we go. I am going to try to move a little quickly through the presentation so we have as much time as possible for a demonstration at the end. All right, so what we're going to cover today, a brief introduction, kind of how to navigate choppy markets, a simple strategy for trading them. Most people are not particularly fond of choppy markets, so it's a pretty unique strategy, I believe. And then we'll go over a Q&A and a demonstration. So again, my name's Tyler Moore. I started in the financial services industry back in 2001. I spent almost a decade as a broker and commodity trading advisor, where we focused primarily on automated and semi-automated trading. Back at that time, the market was just going electronic, and automated trading was a fairly new thing, at least for retail guys. In 2008, I transitioned into the realm of technology and founded MoreTech LLC, where we specialize in creating custom trading applications, mostly NinjaTrader indicators, strategies, add-ons, things of that nature. So I decided to make the change, both because I really enjoy the technology side of things as well as trading, but also in 2008, the markets were pretty tough, and as was the brokerage business. So I was obviously looking for greener pastures. All right, so today, as I mentioned, we're operating as Ninja Code Solutions, continuing our mission to deliver cutting-edge trading tools and technologies to help with your trading. So I'm excited to introduce to you today the newest tool that I have, which is the Gridmaster Trading Bot for NinjaTrader. I believe it's a game changer, and I think you guys will like it quite a bit. That said, it is not the holy grail. It's not a set it and forget it solution, but it is a very powerful tool, and I've been getting wonderful feedback from the users. So let's jump in here and get started on that. So why are choppy markets so difficult to trade? So as we see in the chart here, the market's really just going sideways. It's very unpredictable. Anytime it looks like it's making a breakout, it fairly quickly turns around and more than likely hits your stops before any real trend develops, before you have a chance to make any real money. And for that reason, you get a lot of fake breakouts. Trend strategies tend to fail during that time. They get chopped up, whipsawed a lot. Manual trading, you get a lot of over trading, frustration. I would say probably the number one question I've been asked over the years is how to handle choppy markets. Most customers, trading strategies, etc., just do not like choppy markets, and therefore most people just try to avoid them. Grid trading methodology was developed to capitalize on choppy sideways markets and make money off the market fluctuations. So grid trading is just a structured approach to placing buy or sell orders at predefined levels. So as you can see in the image we have here, I've drawn several blue lines there. So each line is what we will call a level in the grid. And in this case, each level represents where a buy order. So let's just assume that each of these levels is spaced at 10 points apart. And the top level there is at a price of 1,000. So at the first level down, 10 points below, I put my first buy order. So as the market moves down, my buy order gets filled. 10 points below that, I have my second buy order. So as the market continues down, I get filled on a second. And that continues, I get filled on a third, fourth, and fifth. Each time one of those orders gets filled, we place a profit target order one level or 10 points above the original entry. So we come down here and build up a position of 5 contracts at the bottom, but as the market retraces and goes back up, we hit our profit target on 4 of those 5 trades. Then we can see the market backs off again and enters 3 more long positions. So at this point, we're long a total of 4 contracts. And then when the market moves up again, it hits the profit on all 4 of those contracts. So this one W pattern, the back and forth movement in the market, this grid methodology hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 profit targets. So it did 8 profitable trades in just that small amount of movement. So this is how grid trading really capitalizes on sideways markets, volatile markets. Really, anywhere where the market's not one directional, it does pretty good. And as you can see, or as you know, the market can move pretty fast. So sometimes these buy and sell orders get triggered rather quickly. And for that reason, grid trading is really best with automation. So again, to go over the grid trading, we predefine buy and sell orders, basically set how far apart we want the orders in our grid, what price points we want the grid to start at, etc. As the market bounces back and forth, the strategy will consistently buy at lower prices and sell at higher ones. Unlike conventional trading, There's no need to anticipate trend direction. The program will allow for that. That's more advanced functionality that I'll get into. But the really cool thing about this program is you don't have to anticipate trends. And as I noted, the grid methodology is most effective in sideways markets, though it can work fairly well in trending markets as well. So this here is a screenshot of the Gridmaster trading bot for NinjaTrader. So again, everything is, well, it's semi-automated. You can see in the right-hand panel, there's quite a few settings that you can customize depending on what exactly is going on in the market, as well as your trading objectives. So once you customize your settings, everything is fully automated. The program handles all the market fluctuations, order management, everything you need. It's got features built in like stop losses, profit targets, trailing stops, lots of risk management things. And that's probably the most important, I think, as with any type of trading. The risk management can really make or break you. So those tools are very powerful as well. And as I said, it's built for NinjaTrader, so it's works seamlessly. It's very easy to import, get set up, and get going. And to go back over some of those points, with Gridmaster, because everything is automated once you set it up, it really eliminates a lot of the emotions from trading. I don't know that you'll ever eliminate all of it, but at least it prevents you from making trading decisions based on those emotions. It's a strategy that you set up and turn on and let it do its thing. So it really benefits from the back and forth market fluctuations, the ranging choppy conditions. It's trading based on logic, not guessing. We're not looking at any indicators, any fundamental data, or trying to make any predictions. We have our algorithm and it sticks to it. It's got the automated risk management. And the really cool part is, you don't have to sit there and watch the program 24/7. As a matter of fact, you probably won't even want to trade it 24/7. It typically can generate a pretty decent profit within a couple of hours on the good days. All right, with that said, I am going to get into a demonstration. Okay. So what we've got here is the Gridmaster trading bot. Right now it's just a blank screen. So I'm going to start under the file menu. You can click new. And there's two options here. One is custom grid. That allows you to, it just creates a grid with the default settings and you can adjust it from there. Or the grid wizard. I'll go ahead and show you the grid wizard. This is my first attempt at automating the selection of parameters. So I'm going to come in here and select my trading objectives, what instrument I want to trade, how long I'm trading. So we'll put 2,000 for the max risk. And what the grid wizard will do is analyze historical data and generate some settings here for us. So I'm just going to go with what it generates here. So I'll walk you through. The main parameters are going to be your level ticks and max entries. So right now we have the market trading. The last price here is 55.74 in a quarter. So what that means, 23 ticks means from that price, I'm going to put orders 20 in increments of 23 ticks above the market and 23 ticks below the market, because I'm trading both long and short here. So they'll go above and below the markets. The max entries says that I'm going to put 3 orders above and 3 orders below. So I will never have a position greater than 3 contracts. The risk to max here is a very important parameter. It's an auto-calculated field. It's not something that you enter, but I'm going to touch back on that in a minute. So we got everything set up. We'll enable the grid. Okay. And so now you can see, as I said, it put the orders increments of 23 ticks above and 23 ticks below the market here. As if when the market fills one of these orders, it will automatically place a profit target order at 23 ticks above or below, depending on it, whether it was a buy or a sell. And then if the profit target order gets filled, it will replace the buy or sell order at the original level. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play a little bit so we can see how it trades. This is overnight data, so it is a little slow. There we see we got our first short entry, first and second. I'm going to pause it here. So you can see as those 2 orders were filled, it also placed orders 23 ticks below each of the entries to take profits. So we've got our profit target orders working. We still have 1 additional order to sell short, and we have our 3 orders to buy. So we'll come back over here. You may have just noticed several of the orders moved up. There's 2 features here called trailing entries and trailing targets. Basically, what those will do is allow you to, they will adjust your grid as the market moves. So if the market starts moving up or down away from your grid, these options will allow you to keep it closer. Those are also more advanced features. There's quite a few of them, and I definitely won't have time to touch on all of them today. But that's why you'll notice the grid moving as it's going along here. So there we took profits. Oh, moving pretty quick here. So in the grid master window, you can see it keeps track of your realized, unrealized, and total P&L. It also tracks your high water, which is the maximum value that the total P&L reaches at any given point, as well as the maximum drawdown and percentage return. It's got 2 buttons here, so you can quickly turn it on or off, as well as close positions. You can save workspaces, load workspaces, import grid, export grid. There's quite a few options there. So you can see it's been running here. We've gone through about 4.5 hours of playback data. So far, we've completed 13 trades and realized 3,400. Not too bad for a few hours. Now this is where I wanted to touch on the risk to max. So what the risk to max is saying, if we're entering up to 3 positions in one direction and they're all 23 ticks apart, if we get to a point where we're long 3 or short 3 contracts and the market moves 1 additional level beyond our 3rd order, the risk to max is telling us what our unrealized loss will be. So this is giving you an idea of how much risk you're taking before you turn on a grid. So I knew going into this that if the market goes down and fills all of my orders, I will have a $1,700 unrealized loss. So if that's more than you can stomach, then you know that you need to adjust your settings. That said, this is kind of where a lot of people reach what they called their pain point, I guess. We had what was it a minute ago? What, one point we had the high water is 3,575. Now we've got an unrealized loss of over $1,000, almost $1,100, and we're kind of wondering why we didn't shut it off. And so it's typically not ideal to exit with a market order at this point, because doing so will bank the $1,100 loss. So what I did here is I added in a feature that I like to use, stop when flat. And so I'm going to go ahead and check this. And now what'll happen is the bot will continue trading based on the rules, just like it has been. Except what it will do now is, as soon as the bot reaches a flat position, it will automatically shut itself off. And there we go. So in total there, we traded from 12 a.m. on March 31st to 9:21 a.m. That was the playback data I just ran. And with those particular settings, it says it did almost a $4,000 profit. It did have a $3,400 drawdown, but that's not too bad for 20 trades, 9 hours. Let's see, we also have some other features in here I will touch on. The start price. When I turned this grid on, we didn't have a start price defined. So it immediately started the grid based on the last price of the market. However, if the market's trading here at 55.68.50, and I want to turn on my grid when it gets down to 55.60, I can just type in that price and enable it. And then when the market hits 55.60, the grid will turn on. The upper and lower limit are risk controls. So you can say if the market goes above, say, 55.94, or if it goes below 55.50, then the grid will automatically shut itself off and close all the positions. Similarly, we have a profit and loss shut off, which are basically a profit target or stop loss. If the bot ever reaches either of those numbers, it will automatically shut itself off. The trail stop option, what that will do is trails the loss shut off or the stop loss from your high water. So here we hit a high water at 4,312.50. If I had a trailing loss shut off of 1,000, then if this would have hit 3,312.50, 1,000 lower than the high water, then it would have automatically shut off. Right? Without the trail, it would have to reach a $1,000 loss, total loss, but with the trail, it trails from the high water. And then we also have start and stop time settings, which are probably fairly self-explanatory. If you set those, the grid will turn on or off at the times that you specify. You can also run, I don't have playback data to do it, but I can show you. You can set up multiple grids on multiple instruments. You can have multiple grids on the same instrument. Sky's the limit. As long as your computer has enough power and can keep up, then you can run as many grids as you want. There is also an API available. I can't really show that at the moment, but if any of you are programmers or you have custom indicators, programs that you use in your trading, and you think they would integrate nicely with this, There's an API available, so with just a couple of lines of code, your program, your indicators, whatever it may be, can control the grid, turning it on or off, changing settings. You can program in your own type of risk management if you'd like. So it's very flexible that way as well. Right. So I believe that concludes my demonstration. I haven't seen any questions. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Hopefully that means I did a good job. Uh, so for all of the webinar attendees here today, kind of thank you offer for you. I'm giving 50% off right now through April 15th with the coupon code TRADESMART. So I would encourage you to visit the website. We are offering a 14-day free trial of the program. You can download exactly what you saw me run. You can test it in playback data, live data, simulated accounts, whatever, wherever you want to do your testing. See how the program works for you, how it fits into your trading style. And I would also highly encourage everybody to join our Discord channel. We've got quite a few users in there that share ideas, help each other with different strategies, coming up with different methods for the best ways to use the program. And it's really been a helpful place for a lot of customers. I will also probably be hosting an Ask Me Anything session there in the next couple of days, just to answer any questions that I may not have gotten to today. So if you guys connect there, there will be announcements about that as well. And with that, I'd again like to say thank you everyone for coming. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, info@ninjacodesolutions.com, or visit our website, ninjacodesolutions.com. You can contact us through there as well. There is a link again on the website to the Discord group. So it's free to join. So hope to see you all there.
All right. Well, I want to thank Tyler again for taking the time to share with us today. Everyone in attendance today will receive an on-demand recording of today's event, so keep an eye out for that email. If you enjoyed today's session, we hope you will join us in future webinars. Follow us on social media for alerts about upcoming events and other NinjaTrader ecosystem news. We would like to remind you that the information provided was that of NinjaTrader or Ninja Code Solutions and not of NinjaTrader. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope to see you in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us here at the NinjaTrader ecosystem.